Hi, thanks for tuning in to watch this video. I'm Mrs. Hathaway. I'm your student science teacher for 7th grade. I just wanted to go over a few things with you that I think will be helpful in navigating through the year and Google Classroom especially. I know that some of you as parents maybe don't have experience with it. So I just sent this newsletter to you and I will do my best to get that to you every week so you have an idea of what's happening in class. I know this week's is a little bit late and I apologize. Just like all of you, the beginning of the school year is super busy. So if you have any questions at any time, the first thing that I wanted to let everyone know is you can message me through Parent Square, or you can email me. My address is here, and you can click on this and it will open up an email window for you at any time if you have questions. It's better to contact me immediately if there's a concern, because then we can address it and discuss it together. So whether it's student behavior, assignments, any type of conflict whatsoever, I definitely would love for you to contact me. I'm always willing to talk to parents and kind of work through problems and offer solutions. So if you need anything else, you can, like if it's on the weekend or if it's after school, I would say definitely use Parent Square. I'm going to see that on my phone right away. I'm going to email I may not look at until Monday. So just letting you know if there's any kind of an emergency or something, Parent Square is definitely the best option for that. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into Google Classroom. So when you get to your child's Chromebook, so the best thing to do is to ask them to type in their login information and then ask them to go to Google Classroom. They all know how to do that. When they do, you're going to see a screen that looks like this, but instead of all being science, they will have their different class periods here for math, ELA, and all of their other classes. When you see the one for their science class, you're going to click on that. This is the best way to keep track of your child's work for my class. Then you are going to be, and you'll get to the stream. And on the stream, you're going to see the different posts. You'll also see upcoming assignments or homework that's due will be here on the left for you. And then up here, there's a Google Meet link. So if your student needs help during school hours, they could get help from me on a video meet. If your student's been out sick for quite a few days and they're at home and they want some help, they could use this Meet link and they could, so they'll see, I just fixed that. They'll see the join button here. Let's say I tell them that I'm available at 1 o'clock to talk with them that day. So even though it's during my school day, if they're at home, they can join with me and then we can go over some homework or something if they're out and for an extended period of time. Occasionally, if a student's having a really tough time connecting with me because of sports or things after school, then I will offer a Google Meet after, like in the evenings, if a student really needs extra help and that's the only time we can work together. The next thing that you're going to want to make sure you're aware of is these tabs on the top. So if you hit classwork, this screen will look different for your student. I'm a teacher, so I have a create button here, but your students will have a view my work. And if you click the view my work button, it will create for you a list of all the assignments. And then if I've graded them, it will have a grade over here. It will also tell you if the assignment is missing or if it's been turned in. So that's super helpful for parents. And then your student won't have all of these tabs over here, pretty much just stream and classwork. But like I said, if you want to know their grade, you can click on an assignment and you can see the grade once I've graded. I will tell you at certain points throughout the school year, I do get a bit behind in grading, especially if we have a big project. If it takes a few weeks for the students to do it, it's going to take a few weeks for me to grade it. So grades don't pop up right away all the time. So just keep that in mind. If your student hands it in on Tuesday, it won't necessarily be graded Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It may take me a few days to get through the grading for those assignments. So that's pretty much it for Google Classroom, except that when your student is absent, this is something I want to talk to all of the parents about. I did explain this to all of your students today if they were in school. So when students click on an assignment, it has the assignment, and then it also will have, once I've recorded the video lesson for that day. So today, September 13th, I recorded my 8th period class. So I don't record any student faces or any of the students. It's just a video of me talking and then what I'm showing on the screen. I found this is the easiest way for students to get caught up when they're absent because our study halls don't always match. If a student's out for an extended period of time, that's a lot of work to catch up on. So this video is just like they were in class with me. They can watch the video and then follow me along and do their work as if they were actually in school with me that day. So if your student is absent, science class is still happening. So they still need to get caught up on that work. I feel like with the pandemic and with the grade level that these kids are at, this isn't really routine for them yet with homework, or with absences. So they really do need to know that if they miss science, it doesn't mean it didn't happen for them. They still are responsible for the work. And the best way to get caught up is to watch the video for the lesson, and then as soon as possible, and then do the work. And if they have any questions on that and they don't understand what they're doing, they can leave a comment for me, they can email me, or we can set up a time to video meet if they're not going to be back in school for a while. So I think that's it as far as absence and homework. And usually for my students, they have at least a week to do a homework assignment. It's not due the next day. I do that because of sports schedules and everything else. I like to give students a little extra time. But please, please, please contact me at any time with questions. I would much rather hear from you at the beginning of the quarter so we can work through problems rather than at the end when it's a little bit more difficult to go back and fix everything. So thank you so much for watching this whole video. I really appreciate it for those of you who have tuned in, and email me at any time. And I look forward to having a great year in science with your student. Thanks.